Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I'm taking part in the Stamping Around the World video hop, so there will be a list of all the other Stampin' Up demonstrators across the world taking part in this hop in the description. So please click to see all of their links, and once you've watched my video, hop your way around and get lots more inspiration. Our theme for this month is masculine, and I am using this Timeless Plaid designer series paper, and one of the main reasons is that my dad used to wear shirts with patterns like this and those sort of colours, so that is my masculine inspiration, my lovely daddy. And I have used that paper to create a really handy little memo pad holder, and it's got a pen holder on the side there as well. I can take that memo pad out for anyone interested. I got them in the range in the UK, and you'll see that I've decorated part of the inside. I've just not done that bit because as that goes down, as you use it, you'll see more and more of the inside. So I just kind of thought it was nice to decorate it like that as well. So I have Old Olive Card, then Misty Moonlight, and then that designer series paper there. So I'm going to make another one, and I will give you the measurements as I go along, but they are also in my blog post. So there's a link to that in the description as well. So I've changed up the pattern of the designer series paper, and this time I am using boho blue for my base and layering up with Old Olive on that designer series paper. This piece measures 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, and I've already gone ahead and scored that on all 4 sides at 1 3/4 inches. I also have this tiny little piece here that is for the pen holder. That measures 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And on one side I need to score that at 1/2 inch. So it's supported more along this side, so I'm going to use the measurement on that side to line up that edge of the card with that 1/2 inch mark there, and use the grey blade because that's my scoring blade. That darker one is the cutting one, so I'm keeping that out of the way. Then I'm going to score on the other side at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2, and you've probably guessed 2 inches. Okay, so that leaves me a little bit there. I have 3 pieces of the designer series paper that measure 1 5/8 by just 3/8 wide. Okay, and this, as I say, is our pen holder. So I've got 4 pieces there and a little tab at the end. Okay, so I'm going to glue not the first one, but second, third and fourth one there. That one will attach to the side. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach this designer series paper, and I'm just trying to center it between those score lines on here. Wet glue gives me a little bit of wiggle room that I can move it around and give it a good press when I'm happy with where it is positioned, especially because we've got tiny little pieces here. But I just think that pen holder on the side just makes it even more practical. And that one there. Now I can burnish that score line there ordinarily. I would leave that glue to set just a little bit longer. But trying to keep this nice and quick so that you've got plenty of time to hop around and see the other demonstrators taking part and their masculine projects rather. Okay, so I'm just going to do some cutting on this and just snip straight up those score lines along the bottom there and take out that little piece there with an extra little bit on the side. Okay, and that is going to be the back, that's going to be the front. So I'm going to take a little bit out of the sides of the second and fourth. I haven't cut that very straight up there. Maybe I should have my glasses on. I was taking a bit out anyway, so that's good. That's that done. Right, okay, so it looks like that now. And I will glue that when we come to do the rest of the gluing. As I say, I've got the outside and the inside. So there are 7 pieces of the old olive card and they measure 3 1/8 by 1 5/8, and then the designer series paper will go on top of there, and that is 3 inches by 1 1/2 inches. Okay, so I will mat them together like so. And I'm just going to fast forward through this and come back and show you the next stage. I had a little technical difficulty earlier. I thought I was recording while I was making this, and I wasn't, so I've already glued one of those on to this piece that I have already scored as well. I did intend to show you the scoring, but I showed you the scoring on this bit, so hopefully you'll let me off with that. So I'm just going to do 4 on what will be the outside of the box. And then I can do a little bit of cutting on this as well. And then I've got 3 other pieces that will go on the inside. Okay, so let me just put my lid on my glue out of the way. I'm going to cut up the side of that score line there. And same that side. Okay, flip it around and do the same the other side, just to that score line. Sometimes it's easier if you bend it to see the score line, because it's really tight. Okay, so these bits I'm going to chop down roughly in half. Okay, I'll do that first. Okay, so then take take that out of the way. I'm going to take a little bit of a wedge out either side of these tabs. So again, just same as I did on that other, the pen holder piece, just a little bit out, just so that it takes away some of the bulk. There we are. Clear up those myths. Okay, so these bits are going to glue onto there, so that's going to be my side. One of these bits is going to be the front and one's the back. It doesn't really matter which. To get that little bit there, which makes it easier to access the memo block, I used this die from Birthday Celebrations. Okay, so as I say, those are the sides. I want one of these to be the front, so I'll just line that up roughly equally, hopefully, and then put a little bit of washi tape on that. I have taken most of the sticky off because I don't want to ruin my card, but I do need the tape to go over the side there. Right, I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine and just run this through. I'm just going to fold those in and put my top plate on. But I know I don't need to run this all the way through. I just need to run it so that the die cuts round about there and then back again. Clunk, clunk. Just double check that that has cut. This is going through 2 layers. I might give that another little go actually. Again, just, oh, got my sandwich lined up right. There we are. Didn't mean to do it all the way through there. I've done it now. Okay, and it should hopefully have gone all the way through now. Yeah, I can see that that has. Okay, get this out of the way. Right, and just gently peel that tape off. There we are. So, unfortunately, because I've wound that right through, I do have some lines on there, but I'm going to cover the inside anyway. Okay, so just as normal, I'm adding glue to my side tabs. And I can do all 4 at the same time. Oops, that was a little bit too much, so I'll just use this scrap of card that I cut off to just move that glue around about, so it's not going to come out of the side. And then the last one. Okay, just folding that round so that we get a nice neat join there. Once I'm happy with where it is, give that a press and move my way around to do the next one. Give that a press and then that one. And finally, that one. And then it's just a case of adding those other panels. You'll see that that's got a little bit bent because of where I die cut it, and I've just moved that out of the way. Goodness me. Right, let's just give that a little press down. That's better. Then this one can go in here like that. One at the back. I would say just take a little bit more time than I'm doing. As I say, just trying to be quick because it's a hop and I want you to have time to get round everyone else. There we are. And then last one. On the inside there. And give that a press down as well. Doesn't help, I've got glue on my fingers now too. Right, that can go in there. And then the next bit I need to do, sorry, I'm not happy with that bit. It's too high. Gently peeled that off. Make sure that's stuck back down. So it's got terribly distorted now. I'll put a little bit more glue on that. And try putting that back in place in the right bit. So it matches up with the other bits. That is a better. Give that a good press down. And what I will probably do later on is just to get that to set properly is sit a block inside it until it's properly dried. But for now, I'll just carry on regardless. And I think on this one I will add the pen holder to the other side. I just want to add some glue along there. And then I can fold that over to join that up. Give that a press down. And that is going to be the back. So I'll fold the back. What I'm going to actually do is just take the tiniest slither off that. So the back forward, just because we've got tiny pieces of card here. Just make it a little bit easier for myself. That is all nice and squared away at the bottom. Just add lots of glue on there and press that up against the side like so. It should be the same height as the side of your holder. Little pen goes in and we are done. Apart from that wobbly side, but I will fix that. I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial. Please remember to go and check out all of the other demonstrators taking part in this masculine Stamping Around the World video hop. If you're new to my channel, please do click on that subscribe button, click the bell and get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.